twos. It is Saturday morning, the day after Christmas. I hope everybody had an outstanding Christmas or a happy holiday or whatever it is that you do. And now it's back to work. I'm going to do a startup on the flower box that we built and then piped. Where it stands right now, I had left it with the nitrogen holding charge, and I was waiting on the electrician to wire it up. We'll see how that goes. So when I get out there, we'll make sure we pass our holding charge test and get it right on the vacuum pump right away. And then I got a little bit of pickup work to do. A couple holes to spray foam and whatnot. Well, let's see, 12 bucker. No. 7 bucker. No. 7 bucker. 6 bucker. 5 bucker. Sold. Live with the dust. Been sitting there a long time. I'll get 2 of the 5 buckers. Let's give them a try. I don't know. Those might be the 3 buckers. 3 buckers right there. Buckers are 12 ounces from Loctite. These 5 buckers. 16 ounces. All right, we'll go with these ones. So I'm heading out to the job and I'm thinking, man, do I have enough 448A on the truck, or in this case, the van, to fire this job off? I want to get over in this lane over here. Yeah, nobody's there. I think it's gonna be close. It's gonna be real close. NorCal Dave, brother, what were you thinking? Now, I might get here before my customer, but that's fine because I can put my ladder up and I can get my refrigerant tank to the roof, my scale to the roof, my gauges, my Smurf boner. I can get all kinds of gear up to the roof before my customer shows up.
His job's done before. He's a super tech. Never calls tech support. He's a super tech. His job's done before. He's a super tech.
All right, let's get this ladder going. This is where we're gonna start the day, right here.
He never has to use them calibrated hands. Dispatch sends him all the note he calls. Got to diagnose before he gets to the job because he's a super tech. Yeah, super tech. Super tech. Gets his jobs done before. Super tech. Never calls tech support.
Let's see how we're looking.
Super tech.
One more.
He's a super tech. Never calls tech support. He's never had a callback in about 10 years. He tells the rookies while they're pounding beers. I'm the one that gets the job done. I'm a super tech. Don't forget it, son. He's a super tech. Super tech. He's a super tech. He's a super tech. He's a super tech. His job's done before. He's a super tech.
Gonna need some tools up there. I don't think we need the big install bag. This bracket here, we're gonna put on the right by the hole, coming up, get it lagged into the box, and then strut clamps coming right out of the hole. I'll show you guys that when we get it up there. I kind of pre-built that. Let's see. Let's get together a few parts we're gonna take up there to the roof. I think we got enough for. I think we got enough gas in here for 48 alpha. Let's take a look at this PT chart. Refresh my memory because I don't remember everything. 20-degree evaporator.
Specially calibrated
Yeah,
and
should be right in there. 57 PSI. Vacuum pump. Getting together all the stuff I want to take to the roof. See that little tip of the day I did for you with the alligator grabber? That's just the way it is. Let's get up there. There she is. I was wondering if he was going to put a disconnect on there for me. He did. This Sparky's a residential guy, and you guys know you can't come through the roof with the flex. Hey, I didn't do it. I'm not changing it. All right, so had some good comments in the last video. Why didn't I flip this thing around? There's this nice rubber roof to stand on right here to work on this, and it puts it almost work level. And we'll get over there and I'll show you, and I'll show you what I got going on. But right now I need to go and grab my gears before someone else grabs it for me. God, it's gonna be a nice day. Look, short sleeving it, sun's out, it's not even 10 in the morning, it's gorgeous. See, look, there's everyone on the roof cars there. My stuff's still there, so that's good. All right, let's see. Breakers on, we got lights. It's a little pickup work. I got the probe.
The lights on, so that shouldn't bother you.
Not at all.
Hot, right?
And a nice switch. Check our pressure test. Yep, low airflow. For flower boxes, you get the low profile and low air velocity. All right. Where are you at? 56. All right. Oh, spare oil fell out. Get back in there, little buddy. There you go. Had a nice little rain last night, Okay, I haven't turned the breaker on to this yet. We got the fans turned on. Let's see what we got for down here. Fuse disconnects. These are FRN 20s. And let's check what we're rated for, our max fuse size on this unit. Alright, there's all the wet rag residue. Look at that. As it rained, it wants to come off now. I hate that stuff sometimes. Okay, so I gotta complain a little bit. I didn't do the electrical on this. Number one, that's crap. It's got to be hard pipe coming through the roof, and it's not. Nothing I can do about it. I'm not the electrician. That's number one. Number two, maximum overprotection device, MOPD, 30. I would like to see 30 amp fuses on this. He put in a 20 amp disconnect. I gotta go see if I got some 30s on my truck and put in some 30s. Now, this electrician that did all this is I know he's a residential guy, and they scored a commercial job. Not complaining, the guy does a really good job. He knows what he's doing, he's done it a long time. But he's probably never seen a unit like this before, probably doesn't even know what MOPD means. Maximum overprotection device. Okay. Now, for everyone that's going, why didn't you flip it around? Didn't need to. The pipes were right there. Look at this. Beautiful work area. Dude, it's like a little, you just eat that refrigeration. Like a bowl of Cheerios. Sorry, glass dryer. My goodness. I gotta see if I got 230s on the truck. What are the odds of NorCal having 230s? Maybe 130. Let's take this off and take a peek. Look at this workbench. I mean, look at this. Tools are right in your face. You're like right here to play. So that's why I didn't flip the unit around. Also, the prevailing winds come this direction, so that should help a bit. Summertime. Do you guys ever think of that when you install your condensing units? Put Mother Nature on your side and don't have it. You don't want it blowing into the wind that's blowing back. Although I've probably done it before. All right, we got Copeland scroll. We got receiver. Okay, turbo air. It's got our head protection right there. Oh, one's probably fan cycling. One's probably fan cycling, and this one's probably head protection coming off our liquid line, or vice versa. And we got low side. Okay, low side, high side, probably either fan cycling or, yeah, one of them's fan cycling. Cool. And yeah, oh, we got another one down there off the liquid line. We'll take a look when we get the cover off. So we got two here, and then the third one here, which would be I'm thinking dual pressure control. And this is all guessing without taking the cover off, but we're going to take that off and take a look. And then maybe we got fan cycling for both fan motors. And on these turbo airs, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. This got wet in the rain last night. I'll probably leave it right there. It's pretty soggy. Look at that. Haven't got into the controls on a turbo air condensing unit before. Here's what you're looking at. The schematic's not going to show the relay for the crankcase heater. You know, in the old days, we would just run that crankcase heater. It's hard to say that. Crankcase heater 24/7. But now that we're conscious of energy conservation, we're only going to run the crankcase heater when the condensing unit's no longer running. Okay, and they don't show that contactor in the schematic, but they do show the set of points right here, the relay 1, 4, and 5 normally closed. So basically, I'm going to do this in a nutshell. Basically, you got your fan cycle switches here. The fans are coming. They're both going through those 2 fan cycle switches that we saw over there to come back, and that's how we're going to control our head pressure for low ambient. For California, that's fine. We're going to take the 2 hots right off from the disconnect to the top of the contactor, go right to our time clock. We're going to come out of our time clock through our dual pressure control right back to half of our contactor. The other half of the contactor is always hot. We're also taking this always hot leg over here to catch, this is what they're doing here. They're going to catch half of the crankcase heater relay. It's always hot. And we're also going to take that hot, use this as a terminal block right here to fire off half of our crankcase heater. So half of that crankcase heater is always hot. Bink. We're tapping off the contactor, so when the contactor gets a call for cooling, we're coming up here to our coil on our crankcase heater contactor, or relay, whichever you want to call it, little relay. This is getting energized. We're on normally closed contacts, so it's going to open. We're calling for cooling. This opens. This is the hot going to the other half of our crankcase heater. That's all they're doing. We're done calling for cooling. We lose voltage here, we lose voltage here, and this goes back to normally closed. These 2 make. That's all they're doing right there. The rest is the basics. Manual reset, so you can make your service call in summertime. If they don't wash the coil, you can come make some money to do a little washout and a reset, which is nice. And we'll carry on from there. We're the hero or the zero. I had left bunch of nitro in here. Well, let's see where we're at now. Oh, I think we're going to be a hero. There we are. Look at my gauges hitting in there. All right, I can confidently say we have no leaks in this system. I'm ready to pull a vacuum. As far as low side goes and high side, because they put that fan cycle switch off my receiver, which is where I usually like to pull, I'm going to be pulling my vacuum off here and here, which beep, beep, bleep that out. I would rather pull it off of something that didn't have a Schrader fitting. Let me think about this for a minute. You get this one on the low side. Well, let's see. Let's see how she's feeling today. Oh yeah. It's not a bad little. Now I'm not saying that these won't leak either. They will. They surely will. I don't know if I got that off there all the way or not. Let's take a look. And we got her out. It's all dry inside here for the most part. For sitting this down, I don't want to get this thing wet because it did rain last night. So go like that, go like that. That'll give me a port for the micron gauge. All right, we're gonna do one hose right there for sure. Forgot the snot. Shit, you guys are gonna YouTube police my ass right there. Red alert, red alert. He didn't use Nylog. Write him up. Write that dude up. All right, we're looking better now. Get that one on there. So I got all the nitrogen out. Close that guy, close that guy. Whew. I still like these hoses a ton. These are the Yellow Jacket vacuum hoses. 1/4 by 3/8. Okay, everybody's on. I'll do this. Make sure that's tight. Make sure this one's tight, because I'm gonna use this 1/2 incher one way or another today. Just get a little on there. Okay. Where are you at? The VG. The BG's. BG64. Okay, I want this end on this end. I'm going to do that one like that. We'll be able to read it. Okay. Yep. Let's get these out of there. Last thing I need to do is have the end go in the puddle and then get YouTube policed. Okay. Slow morning today. Place is shut down like the Omega Man, dude. Look at this. Can you guys see all that? That's a big old parking garage. You got 2 cars. Saturday morning. Okay. Smurf Bonaire. Let's find it. Where did I put that thing? Over here? Hi. Hi, 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 hi. Okay. Boy, I haven't broke this thing out forever. Huh, shit. There it is. Let's check these ends, make sure they're tight. Nope, they're loose. Okay, that's on. Gasket looks good. Let's check this end. Gasket looks shitty-ish. Loose, check. Get that tightened up. Okay. Boy, oh boy. Let me see if I can... I think I got some gaskets lurking. Maybe they're in here. Hold on a minute. Settle down, Dave. Vacuum bag wouldn't be complete without all this crap, right? 3/8. Huh? Yeah, NorCal Dave. You're not as dumb as you look, kid. You guys want to know where this box came from? This box was from the very first original digital amp probe. And I've had it with me since 1990, I believe. And that's where this came from. Amp probe. OG. Problem with the Smurf boner and refrigeration. They ain't gonna fit on there because of this clip. And I've about had it with the Smurf boner. Yeah, you know. Adios, Smurf boner. Let's get a real vacuum hose on here. It's just not gonna fit. So we'll go like this. Get some sauce. We'll pull 2 3/8 today. And you know what? It's probably gonna pull just as good. Because it always does. So, that's an issue that I have with the Smurf boner and refrigeration. Maybe for air conditioning, you guys are, it's fitting up for you guys. But for me, doing my refrigeration, especially my little dinky units, no thanks. Even this condensing unit here, you got a liquid, half-inch liquid line. No dice, kids. Won't fit. I'm not saying it's not a good product. I love the idea and the concept of it. The fittings just aren't working out for me. That's all. All right, let's get this thing started up and then we can do our pickup work. Pick them up, Chuck. So I'm gonna go downstairs, turn on the breaker. We're going to scab power from over here to fire off our vacuum pump. And then we will be able to get a good vacuum going. I totally intend on changing out the oil while we're pulling vacuum on this. And what's nice about the field piece vacuum pump is it lets you do it while you're working, which is super cool. Get that all set up. And Smurf boner, you're going back in the truck. You suck. All right, I went downstairs, turned on the breaker that's supposed to go to this. I got no volts up top. So I figured, all right, let's pull the fuses. Oh, by the way, the breaker's just a 20 amp breaker. Anyways, let's see what we got. I noticed we got black, blue. So we got black, we got blue. And I know it doesn't matter to a lot of you, but line and load is backwards already. So I got 2 blacks coming in. Okay, one's online. Not a big deal. One's over here on load, no big deal. I'll probably just flip them for safety, but let's see if we got any voltage here. All right, I went ahead and switched it just to make me feel better. So now the 2 lines are on the line connections. No volts. Breaker's on. Well, maybe they got the breaker labeled wrong. Let's go find the next one. All right, comes down from the roof into this J-box. It's catching that big red wire and a big black wire. And then off to the races. Through the back right there. That conduit over there. And then it down and around that way. Panel, even though we're only using single phase. What I found is, if you watch my meter, first leg, we're good at 122. Second leg, 122. This third leg's dead. We got a dead leg. They said the power went out Christmas Eve. So something feeding the panel, maybe PG&E's fuse on the pole is gone. There's no 3-phase, and that is the leg that's heating up one of the bars on my breaker. I moved that top breaker over here temporarily. I moved this one up to the top to get 240 because the 2 feeders for that are still going to those 2. So that'll get us to where we can get to work. Get this thing up and running, and then we'll put it back, button it all up at the end of the day, and then PG&E can come fix our feed. Boy, we haven't even got the vacuum pump on yet. We've been doing all kinds of crap. All right, let's see how we make out this time. We'll see if we got 240 volts across the top here. Then we'll scab power for the vacuumer. Then I can get to my pickup work. Sparky drilled a hole in the box too. He didn't put no spray foam in. That's okay, I got him. Here we are, solid 245 volts. That's better. Now I didn't order this equipment because if I would have got 3-phase. So, oh, I got the bolt for here too. I only had 3 the other day. See, I gotta get the other bolt in here too. All right, now we can scab power, get our vacuum started. Holy Toledo, it's probably lunchtime by now. All right, victory at last. We got vacuum pump. Going 2 hoses, high side, low side. Had to use the Schrader core removal tools because no service valve on the suction line, like a real refrigeration one. And fan cycling switch on here. I didn't want to move it down there. I just figured use the valve core tools, which I honestly hate using them because they leak a lot. You guys know that. And now I can go finish my pickup work. I want a monster vacuum on this thing. Monster. All right, didn't take long. Did not take long at all for the oil to get crappy. Got the freshy oil here. That's what I love about this vacuum pump. I absolutely love this feature. About this pump. Oil changed. Bam. Let's go tidy this one up. That looks better. I got that bracket on there right at the box where I spray foam the hole to support the pipes. Yeah. All right. It's been about an hour on the vacuum pump. I got all my pickup work done, sprayed foam the holes, whatnot, and down to 375 microns, which is absolutely good enough. Could do a decay test on it and valve them off and see how bad my valve core tools leak. And then get ready to gas this thing up. 448A today. And see how we make out. Let's get ready to throw some gas in this thing. I'm going to charge from the high side. Let me open up the valve here. We'll go ahead and get some gas going. Scale's upside down. Get some gas in that receiver. You'll see it'll come around the low side. Solenoid is open. There we go. It did say it had a cut in about 30, and I think the cutout should cut out at about 10. So let's see if we can catch where the condenser fans are going to cycle on at. 200 for the first one. Very nice. Right at 200 psi. Scale's upside down. I haven't thrown the amp probe on her yet. Get that going here in a minute. That's going to shut off at 150. Might be a little too warm outside. All right, I got about 5 pounds of gas in her, and I'm still flashing big time. Still a little low on charge, but what I want to do is I want to go ahead and pump it down right now. It's only been running a little bit, and I always like to do this and get my pressure control set on the low side. I like to get that out of the way. You can also check our crankcase heater too. Right now we shouldn't have any amps on it while it's running. She's pumping down. I can hear her. You can hear it with the sight glass. All right, right at about 12. Not bad. We should have amps now on our crankcase heater. And we got 0.28 amps. When that runs, let's see if that goes away. We'll crack this open and see where we kick on at. Yeah, with the digitals, it's a little slow reacting. Right around 30. Yeah. Crankcase heater turns off. All right. Very good. So we got our crankcase heaters checked. We've got our pump down. I'm gonna adjust it to shut off at about 5. So I'm gonna increase the differential on that pressure switch. All right, got her to cut in. We got her adjusted. Let's see where she cuts out. Here, pumping down. Not bad. The gauge is a little slow reacting, so we actually came down to about 8, just below 8. I think I'm gonna leave it right there. Okay, how easy is that? You got your fitting there, clamp, both headers come in over there, so you can see how I got the T-in comes in, got my expansion valve bulb. The box is actually, I got it set too cold right now. The unit's pumped down, as you can see here. Let's see what superheater is. So I got to crank the stat down to get the unit to run, and then we'll have to reset the stat back to its operating temperature. We're not going to keep a flower box this cold. All right, so I got the stat buried, and let's take a look over here and see how things settle down. I don't know if I showed you guys the outside of the box. Some nice storage. Nice storage where the gap was. More storage on the top. I'll try and get you some pictures. They're gonna do some nice trim work on the front here too. But you see where there's slab. We got the box right to the edge where the slab met. See? There's that lip on the slab, so we're right there. And they're gonna do some nice trim work in there and make it all pretty. All right, I'm wrapping up this video. It kind of fell apart there, so I had to adjust the TXV. It was running at 0 superheat, so it was flooding back. Too much refrigerant. I set it at 10 degrees superheat. I haven't came across a 448 valve yet that has not had to be adjusted. So every one I've done so far, which hasn't been many, I've had to adjust them. And most of the time it has been to raise the superheat up. So that's all done. This thing took a total charge of 10 pounds of gas. And I'm going to button this up, and then I'm going to go put that electrical panel back together downstairs. And we're in good shape on this one. Let's wrap her up. I'm using the box from the 448A for my garbage. It's a real garbage box. All right, let's wrap her up.